Welcome back, everybody. We're just going to have a quick educational video today. Recently, another YouTuber performed a card test on one of his videos, and I feel that test is faulty. It doesn't work very well, and I'd like to show you why. Before, the whole world starts claiming that all graded cards have problems with trimming or something like that. So before this gets out of hand, I'd like to discuss this testing process a little bit and maybe show you some of the pitfalls. So today we're going to talk about perspective. So perspective is, it has to do with, well, let me just show you. All right, things that are up close look big, but as they get farther away, they look smaller. Yeah. So, again, those cards are the same size. As I move it closer to the camera, wow, it looks huge. So, this is a beta Library of Ling. Pretty nice card. And what we have here is a couple graded cards. So these are not authentic altered cards. They don't have the blue label. This is a silver label, and this is a gold label. Nice high grade card. So these are, legitimate BGS graded cards. Nice, thick, sturdy, durable slab. And we're going to have a look at them today, along with this normal beta card. Now, if it matters at all to anyone, this card is beta and this card is legends. So we're comparing a beta card. Okay, let's just do the silver one, I guess, huh? They're the same. Cards the same size. So, all right. So the idea was that they were trying to compare the width of the card in order to tell whether the graded card had been trimmed. Now, the problem with that is the thickness of the slab puts the card on the bottom further away from the camera. Now, you might not notice this as much with your naked eyes because you have two eyes, and each eye is looking at the object from a different point of view. There's, you got 6 inches between your eyes or something? So that different point of view kind of aligns things differently. It's like, let's say I was trying to align these two hands. And so if I'm looking from my right eye, it might look like this. And if I'm looking from my left eye, it might look like this. Well, the camera doesn't have that issue. The camera just looks in a straight line. It only has one eye. Okay, so back to these cards. So we're going to take this and we're going to try to line it up like on the other video. And all right, so we have the up-down lined up about the same here. And actually, let me adjust the focus here. Okay, there we go. Stuff in the background might look blurry, but we'll be able to see the stuff up close to the camera. All right, so step one, vertical alignment. We'll get this about the same as it was in the other person's video. And it's a friend of mine, so I don't know if I want to mention names and all, but, I like the guy. So now I'm going to move the top card to the right until the edges line up. Make sure I got them lined up here, top and bottom. All right. Now, if you have a look here, the card inside the graded case appears to be not as wide as the one that's on top of the case. What gives? Is it a trimmed card? No. BGS didn't make a mistake on this graded card. Yeah, they make a lot of mistakes, but they didn't this time. So what's going on is that the card on the bottom is farther from the camera, so it looks smaller. Now we have lined up this side which puts all of the difference on this side. We could try to move it so we line up the left side instead, and you run into the same issue. Now the difference is over here. Okay, let's try something else here. Let's try, what if we put the raw card underneath? Let's see if we can see through the case. That might be a little difficult. So, all right. So we are too far to the right, and we're going to scoot this to the left. Try to get where you can see it here. Let's see. Get that reflection of the camera out of the way. It looks like we're just going to have to deal with it. All right. So we're going to scoot this to the left until that side lines up. That's right about there. Okay. Look, now the raw card is magically smaller than the graded card. Again, that's because it's farther from the camera. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. If you're trying to compare cards like that, that's really not the best way to go, at least not on camera. If you want to try to eyeball it, it's, you know, you can maybe tell if the trimming is really obvious, you'd be able to see something. But if the trimming is super minor, like maybe sanding or something, they're not going to take much off if they're trimming an edge of a card. You probably wouldn't be able to tell if it's in a slab like that. What you would do, if you were going to compare something like that, you would take two cards, actually get them to be touching each other. And you can try to squeeze them, you know, the edges, but ideally, even better than that, is to, on a nice hard surface, let them both fall so that the edges line up on the bottom. That'll tell you that the edges on one side are perfectly lined up, gravity. Then you can see the difference on the top side, if there is one at all. All right. That size comparison works for rebacks and things like that. They frequently have sanded or trimmed edges. All right. That's it for this video. Just a quick lesson on how to test cards, and hopefully we don't get a situation where everyone goes around trying to hold cards up and claiming that all graded cards are trimmed and things like that. I don't want BGS blamed for any more mistakes than they already make. So, have a nice day. I'll catch you later.